This week, we are looking at symbols. We talked a little bit about symbolism when we looked at Red Queen, when we read Red Queen. Remember we talked about, the symbolism of red or blood or that upside down crown that was on the front. So this week, your poem is going to be what's called an extended metaphor. And it's going to use two opposite objects. Um, and use them as symbols for how you want to who you want to be. So the first thing we need to do is we need to look at some symbols. So I have four symbols here. You need to tell me, what do you think of, what does it mean, or what does it represent in this box right here. So I have four. You are going to come up with three more and what they mean. So you're going to insert a photo or an image here, and then you're going to explain what it means or represents. Symbols are not the same as logos. Make sure you are not inputting a business logo or company. So, you can't put in a Nike swoosh, right? That's a logo. You can't put in golden arches from McDonald's because that's a logo. You can go back and think about symbols from Percy Jackson, from Red Queen, and you can insert those items in those boxes if you would like. We also read a compilation of short stories. You can go back and think about those as well. Then you're going to apply this idea of symbols and the fact that they represent multiple things. So your mentor poem this week is called Identity, and you're going to look at the two specific symbols in the poem. You will annotate the poem as you read, noting imagery and poetic devices. So I created this box here on the right for you to record your notes and annotations. You must identify these hint devices in order to get credit. So in lines 1 through 10, you need to tell me two similes, one metaphor, and one personification. You can list those things here, or you can highlight them over here and give me a key on the right-hand side. In lines 11 through 20, you're looking for an example of imagery, an example of rhyme, and one metaphor. So altogether, you will have 7 annotations or 7 items in your right-hand side box. Then you will need to compare the two symbols and what they mean in the poem. I tried to give you some visual clues as to what the two symbols are. Oopsies. Go up. Okay, so the symbol from the poem, what does it mean? What does it represent? You need to include textual evidence, okay? So include lines from the poem. So according to this author, what does it mean to be a flower? And then what does it mean to be a weed? All right. And then finally, based on your analysis of these two symbols, which would you rather be? Would you rather be a flower or would you rather be a weed? And explain why. So that's today's assignment. It will get you prepared for your poem on Wednesday, which will be very similar to that identity poem up there. We're going to use it as a mentor poem, and we're going to write your poems in a very similar manner. But we'll talk about that more on Wednesday. If you need help with this assignment and examining symbols, please come to live class or email me with questions. Live class is at 1, as a reminder. If not, I look forward to reading your analysis.